Hello, stream. Welcome back to it again. We are going to try running some more Project Zomboid for a bit with Crone, but failing that, we will switch over to Disco Elysium to continue our run. Hopefully, it works one way or the other. Twitch stream. Everyone. So, how is it? Hi, Lele. How are you, little lurker? Hee 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 hee. Did you enjoy movie night? Yes, now you have a weird ass movie that you can put under the strange ass movies that Americans have showed you. At some point, I kind of, for shits and giggles. Hi, Diggs, by the way. What's up? What's up? Leon the Professional? Yes, I have. That movie is, questionable morally in more ways than one. It gives me icky feelings. Because it's like, she's like 14 and he is an adult ass man, and they're treating it like there's a romance, and that felt. Because even if he's an adult with the mind of like a child, and she's a child with a super jaded perspective of reality, it just has such an icky feeling. The way that they try and ship the two characters. How are you doing, Diggs? I know, sort of a dark topic to walk in on, but hey, that's the kind of professional standards you can expect from Mura is me. I tried to wink, but my rig does not allow for it. I tried to set it up, but it's just like, no, you want to wink? We're going to like have the eyes go up into the corner of your skull. Well. If you want to see a real scrumdinger of a movie that will make you just want to crawl into a hole and die, which I don't know why you would, but maybe you're masochistic or a self-hating bastard out there. Hard Candy, that's another really icky movie that gives me gross feelings. But yeah, we are waiting for Crone, our wonderful little Aussie host, to start the game. I'm gonna go get some water really quick and be right back. because I realized I drink all my water during the movie stream. By the way, Diggs, there is a Discord link. You can feel free to join our Discord if you want to hang out, if you want to talk. We also vote on movie nights where I will stream for free, not through Discord, not through Twitch, but through Discord, a movie of the group's choice uh, on every Friday at 9 p.m. MST. So if you want to join in on that, watch some free movies, etc., interact with the crowd. No one talks over it. We all just do voice messaging. It's a honor system sort of deal. Anyway, I will be right back. I am back. Hello, Chompy. Spiders. Aw, poor guy. Well, hopefully, talking to your neighborhood Furby will give you a bit of closure as you sleep so you don't think about spiders. Maybe I'm the reason you're thinking about spiders. That one bit of super creepy custom body Furby. If you ever want to go down a seriously weird rabbit hole that is fairly benign, but is also very weird, look up odd body Furbies. There is a whole subset culture of people that will graft like little Furby faces onto everyday objects, give Furbies like plush toys of animals, giraffes, and so on. Oh, by the way, in Uncut Gems, there are Furbies in one scene. Nice. I think this is probably the best one from the Furby Odd Bodies. Oops, hold on. Copy image address. Paste. Don't worry. Does the program track my eyes too? Yes, it does. So this is me looking at my second monitor. This is me looking at the screen in front. Second, front, second, front, second, front. It's actually pretty, I'm not going to say simple to make your own rig, but if you know the rules of it and you know the rules of drawing, you can rig it up pretty nicely. I forewent the idea of doing a lot of work with the mouth because, well, a beak can't really emote. So instead, I just kind of use the eyes to emote with blinking and the ears to emote with my smiling. So this is me moving the corners of my mouth up and down. See, it wiggles the ears. So I can hands-free manipulate the rig without it doing too much. This is just me swaying my head side to side. Can probably go on the intro screen for y'all to get a better look. This is me turning my head side to side. It doesn't like the tracking of the side of my head, but this is me looking up, down. This is me moving the corners of my mouth. This is me trying to wink at the camera. See, it just kind of makes it look like I'm normally blinking. This is me holding my mouth open so you guys can see it, the Easter egg inside. Nom, 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 nom. That third eye in there, I'm seeing yes. Hello. I'm on stream sharing some little bits and pieces of my rig with other people. And my friend was like, is that a third eye in there I'm seeing? Because I put like a little Easter egg for the people that watch the channel, so whenever I open my mouth, there's like a tiny little glimpse of it right in there.
Booting this game up now and we'll see if I've screwed anything up. I don't think I have. I hope I haven't. That's what took me so long, because I was reading through to see like what the dependencies are and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these you actually need to put them in a certain order too, I've learned.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I didn't know this.
Learning with mods. I could always ask my friend George if he has any tips or tricks that he used, because he handled most of the. Oh my goodness, sorry. Because it's midnight over here, I'm a little sleepy.
Well, something's gone wrong immediately. Should have been more spawn points there.
Are you glitching through a wall, sir?
No, not yet. I've actually lag free today.
That's good.
It's not raining for once.
What am I?
Oh.
Yeah, the game I've been
So,
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, you're right. I'm just mumbling to myself.
I was gonna say, I think the game that I've been focused on the most, unfortunately, has not been Project Zomboid lately.
Yeah.
It's been a little to the left, which I don't know if you've seen any ads or anything for that, but oh man, if you ever want a super chill puzzle game, quote unquote, it's a puzzle game about organizing things in specific
Uh,
ways. So like if they give you like a stack of books, it's like, okay, well, do you want to organize it by like matching like the covers or by the height or maybe by like a specific author on the back or something and grouping them together? Like all of these books are about birds, so we'll put them over here, and all of these books are about plants, so we'll put them over here. So just little stuff like that. Sometimes it's kind of like doing a puzzle piece, but with like those clean girl TikTok drawers where it's just like, you would just throw like a bunch of shit in there. It would never be all perfect and neat and tidy, except for like one perfect Instagram shot that someone did. What is that called? Fractaling? Fracking? Something like that?
they got fucking that many terms for bloody things these days. I'm getting old, man. I can't keep up.
Organizing things in an aesthetic manner. What's the term?
Let me try this again. Maybe the lesser spawn points might be a blessing in disguise.
Knolling. That's what it's called.
But if there's no spawn points, I'll jump in anyway and then let you have a look at the map because I'll
Okay.
be able to tell if the shit went in. I just don't know why there's no spawn points. It says they're in.
I'm going to post an example picture of knolling if anyone is curious.
It fucking did it again.
Oh, did it do the garbage from
No,
before?
no, but it loaded in one, and it's the one we probably don't want to do.
Womp womp.
It's I put a spawn point in Louisville.
Yeah, we would be running our asses right out of there.
Last night it was pretty good until I crashed my Hummer into a light post, and then I had to run from like 400 zombies.
Oh my god. See, that's why I always pick the Sunday driver, and you gotta remind yourself, like, okay, zoom the fuck out, because otherwise you're
I was doing
gonna.
all right. I'm getting better at driving without Sunday driver, but it was just this split second where I was looking at me mini map and then boom, fucking straight into it.
This is why you don't text and drive, kids.
To start the car again, it's dead. No, I had a trailer like completely
Oh
stacked.
Jesus.
The trunk of my car was completely stacked. I was so devastated.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I've had runs like that before where it's just like, cool, I have all of the things that I need. I even found one of the iron rot stoves that you can get in the game that are so fucking useful for later on when the
Yeah.
power goes fully out. Like you want that, you want jars, you want vinegar, you want to get farming started, you want composting, you want rain catchers, all of that stuff. And that is the most useful, but it is also one of the rarest. Like Jennies are more prevalent than the rain catchers.
Okay. I'm gonna have to remove one of these mods.
Yeah.
So I've also got I've put in like there's three different mods that hang around Maldor,
Mhm.
and two of them aren't working currently, and I think I know what the problem is.
Hmm. I see. I see.
and I think it's Louisville is one. Oh, it might actually not be, but there's this other town I put in. I think that is the problem.
Aw. Well,
Yeah, yeah, it is a shame. I haven't been there yet. I was actually keen to check it out.
yeah, I keep having that. Have you actually played Fear and Hunger yourself or nah?
Yeah, I'm in both games.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure because I can't remember which stream you started tuning in on. I know I'm a terrible, terrible streamer. Can't keep track. Um, but it kind of has that feeling, Project Zomboid, where it's just like, okay, I managed to find a bunch of these like different things, and I got a really good run because I found a katana and I found all of these guns and actual ammunition that goes in the guns, and now I just need to get like this massive generator, and my truck is shithoused. Great. Oh, and a million zombies. And I got bitten randomly because I wasn't paying attention for 2 seconds. Fuck!
Mhm.
And then you start over because it's just like you want to get farther and farther and farther. And yeah.
That's basically story of my Daisy and projects Zomboid career.
Yeah, at least with Project Zomboid, they're actually trying to get some extra shit in here, so you can actually start homesteading because that was a big mod. That's the biggest mod that a lot of people wanted in Project Zomboid and things that augment that because so much of it is like, okay, well, if we're going to be survivors, we want to actually like make a palisade that's difficult for zombies to get around and make like our own house and fortress and make our own driveways and all of that stuff and make all of these like little traps and stuff so you know when the zombies are coming or lead them away at least. I think it's technically possible to actually, if you have enough people in a server, to actually wipe the amount of zombies.
Yeah, I think so. Something along those lines. Yeah, I keep forgetting about this mic. Yeah, something along them lines. Yeah,
Yeah.
trying again very soon. Fucking slow. I know.
Womp womp. It's okay. You know what? While I'm doing this, I think I am going to. Hold on. My VTuber avatar is going to disappear for a quick second. Uh, so he's going to come back minus our little friend. Sorry if you like our little friend floating in the corner. I'm getting my ADHD is getting a little tired of it because I keep seeing things out of the corner of my eye fluttering around, and it's like, oh, what's going wrong with the stream? Nothing. It's just the watermark. Ha 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 ha. Okay, VTube Studio, and then we want to grab the DLC to get rid of the watermark. Add to cart. And this should do it. Install. And will be installed along with the game. Okay, cool. So now that we turn on, should be minus our little watermark friend. How do we get rid of her? Oh, she disappeared. Yeah! Haha. I have eliminated my co-host with extreme prejudice. Mwahaha. Well done, Sis Chompy. Yeah, now I don't have that little watermark flying around. I've been meaning to do that for a while, but now I actually remembered to do it and I had money in my account to do so. Hooray! Wow!
It's fucking resets.
Yep. Let's see. No! No! I'm being head patted. No! 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 Get out of here. Oh, that's dumb. I'm just messing around with some of the VTube stuff. Let's see. Something, something, my cat.
This again. Please don't give me errors.
Can I do this? Select. Okay.
You can do
No.
whatever you like, just don't give me errors.
Ah. Is a boba. Why is there a whole ass boba here? Ah! It's pinned. No! How do I get rid of this giant boba? Let's unlock that. No. Let's get rid of that.
I'm still not getting these spawn points in.
How do I get rid of you? There we go. Got rid of the boba. Let's try. Oh! We has a friend! Dance
Friends?
party! Dance party! Let's go! Let's go! Bye bye, friend. It was silly. Gotta love VTube Studio. Kitty blanket. Oh, how I use. How I. No, cannot wear. I has no arms to put in that. Sad. Oh, the beepus. Guys, the beepus. The beepus. Ah. Scale and rotate items. Beepus party. Beepus party. Anywho, that was boring. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
These are much too small, though. Let's fix that. How we scale you? Track settings.
Ah, I think I got it this time. Ah ha 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 ha. Think. Don't quote me just yet.
I might quote you. I might.
No. Excuse me.
Here's the particle effects on here. Display lighting. Let's see. Visual effects. Oh. No. We don't want that. Let's see. Color grading, weather effects. Let's do weather effects. Okay. Probably shouldn't dick with this while it's open. Those are the tiniest sunglasses. Am disappoint. Blue heart glasses. Yeah. Doo-doo-doo. Egg. 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 I has an egg on my head. On my
What have I
head.
done here? It's not loading in.
Aw. Well, that's fine. We can always switch over to Disco Elysium instead.
I don't have that game.
Oh, I meant you can watch me play it.
Oh,
Yeah, you can commentate if you want to hang out.
um, I think I know what it is. I reckon it's the order. Have to be.
It's the water?
The order.
Oh, the
You put 'em-
order.
yeah, you put them in a certain order. That's what it is.
Yeah. While you do that, I will load up the Disco Elysium. And game capture. Disco. Let's disco this Elysium, y'all. Last time we solved a murder. Well, sorta. Let's go downstairs. See if we can find some karaoke. Summer door closed for the winter. Ah. Any of these folks feel like talking? Huh. That looks like something.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Touch the
The
door.
cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Wonder where the store
That door?
leads.
It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I'm drawn to its cobalt blue. It's part of the whirling in rags. There's something about this place that makes me want to know. Out of duty, we may find something pertinent to the investigation.
Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough, as a side investigation.
No, this door is a mega investigation. The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation. Yes, a mini side investigation.
Garth is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Leave. Let's go talk about it to Gart.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frick warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his finger across the counter to check for dirt.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But
He
my job
shrugs.
doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so Good luck with that.
Hmm. Oh,
Yes?
goodbye. Let's try and open our way into this door's heart.
You see a heavy steel door. The cobalt blue, so the door does not budge. The door does not.
Hmm. Maybe try talking to Kim about it?
Yes?
Nope. Let's see. Does this guy have anything interesting to say now that we are not on a massive time crunch? It's all about money, you know. Gotta spend money to make money. Money is what really matters.
Hello again, sweetie.
You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
A grenade? Did you fight in a war?
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
Were you a mountaineer? Were you a tightrope walker? I feel like I was in a war. Were you a mountaineer?
Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the rabbithole flag on some figurative peak.
What'd you do then?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
Oh, I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Let's move on.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
Bye-bye. Oh, there's some money up there. How we get it?
Welcome to rabbithole.
Announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Why are you addressing my partner like that? Hey, I know rabbithole, that's where we are.
Don't you welcome to rabbithole me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep rabbithole divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Limbo, what's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to rabbithole. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Oh shit.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking A, Kim, I've got your back. Give the lieutenant a punch on the shoulder. Well, I think we all learned something here today. Smile at the lorryman. Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
He waits impassively, cigarette smoldering between his fingers. What was that argument all about? What are you hauling? Got a smoke?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples?
Apples.
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Ooh. What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Oh, so you're just racist. Makes sense. To be honest, I can't really explain what that means. Please explain. On second thought, let's talk about something else. Oh, so you're just racist?
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
By backwater hillbillies, maybe.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Right, I've already made up my mind. Want to hear it? What else have you thought up?
So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources.
Okay, and
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kits are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
right, I've made up my mind. Want to hear it?
Oh?
Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
The man gives you a disgruntled look and then turns his attention elsewhere, ignoring your presence. Fucking good. What a piece of shit. Aww.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles lined the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
This is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not, no.
She looks at the wall of goods behind her, then adjusts her hat.
Good thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic then.
Shut up, electrochemistry.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Frick only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Potent Pilsner beer, pale ale, vodka. No. Waste of money. God damn it. See
A small cabinet
this.
on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
No, I don't want any of that. Let's see.
The tear machine stands in the corner.
Nope. That's not what I want. Thought maybe this might have some music. Ooh. Hey, let's see if we can get in here.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the
The
window.
windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and insignia?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin is a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
Oh, joy. You think the lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman.
Let's see. Thing over here. Nope. Let's do a quick save.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot and oddly screechy for a man his size. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns towards you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay, then I'm thinking... no?
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different.
He leans
Helps if
closer.
people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of causes are we talking about? I don't think I've chosen any sides yet. Regardless, I have some questions for you. What kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families.
Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points a finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scott.
The loitering man hollers in return. I actually need to speak with the union boss. What is a strike? Who are all these strike breakers? What exactly is your goal here?
Have fun.
He snorts.
Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. Why you want to meet that fat asshole?
I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here behind the hostel cafeteria there. This is an official matter not to be discussed with outsiders.
I know nothing about a murder.
His reply is snappy and terse.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting.
Absolutely nothing.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work!
He again shakes his large
Cops doing
fist.
nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
I don't know. This really isn't my area of expertise. Sure, why not?
We are not picking a side in this just yet. Pity.
He turns around and
Us
bellows.
Work!
What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
He shifts uncomfortably in his worker's overalls. What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we
He raises his
have
fist.
the right to work!
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape. There's something odd His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting? What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Who are all these strike breakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
Man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
The lieutenant looks him in the eye.
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, I gotta ask, where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Deep-set suspicion drips from every syllable. Oh, poor Curse. Always oversleeping on movie night. Curiosity. Going to figure out this strike mess. Routine, part of the investigation. I thought you looked really familiar for a second there. Let's say routine.
Am I a suspect?
His eyes
None of
narrow.
crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
I already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo haul, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer? Where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe I know one. Sweet, I know bars. Been thrown from several. Maybe that's why you seem familiar. I don't really drink. Work has taken me to some. Which one was it?
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Yeah, I think I've been there. Not right now, but I might have been there. I don't really remember things well. Never heard of it. Are you lying?
We're done here. I have a strike to break.
He squints at you. A little spark of violence gutters in his eyes. Then he blinks and turns to his men. Let's try heading over this way. It says GRIH.
Hola, wandering man. Okay.
And notice, in case of a strike, press button behind guard. A hermetically sealed door locked by electronic means. There's no lockpicking or door kicking this one. Alright. Great Revachol Industrial Harbor. Let's quick save. Ooh. Let's see. Physical instrument. Joy, healthy organs, pain threshold, endurance, tank blows. Don't let the world kill you. I guess we can do that during... Oh, Kim's glitching out.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Young woman at the giant's side agrees. Say nothing. Size him up first. What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy? My body does not betray my degeneracy. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get to the harbor. We don't have time to get into this now. Say nothing. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Puff out your chest. Still say nothing.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
He looks down at you, taking stock of your physique.
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic. Your own heart.
Yeah, let's try that again. And put some stuff into endurance. Let's put a point or two into endurance. Beans.
Nobody.
Yeah, Measurehead.
Are you? It must be frightening. What is this?
Merely standing up makes
Really?
you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend. This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
What is this?
Merely standing up makes you.
I'm guessing there's no way to really win that one. Let's try something else.
Nobody.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Are you? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow.
My
of
body
this
is
racial
unimportant.
pinnacle.
I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al-Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if you're smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Smell your breath, Kim. Is it really so bad?
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned.
You're right. I'm an alcoholic. Now I need to enter the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the Sandwich race is waning.
I am the police, and I need you to comply now. The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please.
Jerking motions, signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But Now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind it, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
The situation is serious. Your people have probably killed a man. I need to talk to your boss. You're right about all of this. Now I just need you to let me into the harbor. Push him out of the way. Come on, I need you to move about 20 centimeters back. Push him out of the way, maybe?
That is right. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminole Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Conceptualization. Subscribe to his advanced race theory.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Measurehead, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races there are.
Do you?
Whisper, this is for the thing.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you. He lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailite, a polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are three categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education?
A.
Those are the Simonese,
I am
and
going
the
to
Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are
skim
riddled
through
with
this.
eczema to the point where they find a receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun, you know them by the names of their nation states. The Orani, the Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric
Are they
Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans, the other large mondial civilization, overproduction of SIBO. As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagite, the latter,
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B.
They are the unheroic race. To an untrained pinkness is the Koiko, Revasholi.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
Pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Jespeth. The revolution came. The revolution is enough of Tibet mediocrity. Tips CF are a museum of fame. Lesser races, the mesquite.
It seems unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
Maybe I've misunderstood something, but aren't humans too similar to produce genetically sterile offspring?
You are right. You have misunderstood. Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. This will never happen, but enough. It is cruel to entertain. You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it. You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
There, dummy.
Tips, CFR, it would be cruel to entertain ourselves. Tips, lesser, the
It seems unlikely that two human beings.
You are right. Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. The Koiko, this, but enough. It is cruel to. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vacholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease.
Is ever the union boss white?
Oh, don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this.
Yeah, but you still
The
serve
race
him. How does
enigma
that factor
much
into your life?
deeper than Mr. Claire is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital, which is something your race naivistic job. Also, to serve is noble.
Oh, I'm loading this because this guy just goes on and on and on and on. Yike. Can only handle so much of racists.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
That is precisely. You reek of it. An invisible. No, you don't. You need to get another begging for help. Attempting to pass via for cooperation. How far the Occident? You gave the world. You will be super.
It is, baby.
There is a button right behind it, just out of reach. It must be the one that.
Enough with this begging. You should leave this. Bring your wall.
This is your chance. He's talk. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Let's see how this goes. Bah.
How did this happen? Your little fist.
Let's see if we can actually dent this.
Your body.
Yeah, Measurehead.
That is. You reek of it. No, you don't. You need to get a jerking motions. Signs of a. You gave. You don't. You will be.
It is, babe.
There is a button right behind it, just out of reach. It must be the.
That is. Bring your.
This is your chance. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Oh, this is gonna be a trial of me doing this over and over in it.
How did this?
Load. I am not subscribing to advanced race theory. Stop it!
Nobody.
Yeah, Measurehead.
That is you reek of it. An invisible sword of Alrul. Your mouse moves, but the Occidental haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the am sandwich, the ethanol fungus is deep within your nervous system, pulling the strings. You are merely its pupa now, begging. You gave, you dumb, you will be.
It is, babe.
There is a button right behind it, just out of.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the army. Enough. We bring you are.
This is your chance. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Shabam. Oh, come on. It's fucking 42.
How did this?
Load. I'm gonna mute this for a sec. So y'all don't have to hear me doing this. Fucking run. This annoying ass. Son of a hoe! This RNG is so mean. Okay, physical instrument. Yeah! Oh fuck, right in the throat.
Just
Bro.
like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. You stand still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent.
We just punched a violent racist right in the throat.
All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip. He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalate it. Get intimate with him. Bring the hurt closer.
Keeping the streets safe. Wait, what should I do? Rip into him with a right hook. Back up and perform a 360 flying spin kick. I mean, the spin kick might hit the button, so let's do that. Oh, shit!
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at surprise. To your left is the button.
Disco Inferno. Welcome to Revachol. I'm so sorry, I didn't want to do this. Just press the button. Disco Inferno!
You slam your fist on the button. The man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
Aww! Kim trusts us. I got an achievement. Boop. No. A yoink.
The man is still knocked out. He breathes slowly and steadily.
No more bitches for you, friend. Get fucked. I'm saving that. Hell yeah. Radio's emitting a strange buzzing sound. Book La Fume, Volume 1, Number 4. Use interact to inspect. Let's see. Interact. Where's the interact button?
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friso. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
White antlers.
Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism. They represent a society in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it.
Why Friso?
Because Friso was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Flip through the pages, see what catches your eye.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Read the editor's note.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs,
Whisper.
please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Whisper. Kim, I think this is a communist magazine. Play cool, pretend everything's in order.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I want to catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine.
E-piss.
You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are. You flip back to the front of the magazine.
What
The
is
table of contents unfolds before you.
what is Kunst and Kultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. Why they decided to title this one section in Valda is beyond you. It evokes a sense of recognition and fellowship among those privileged enough to understand. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Read the profile.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Wait a moment, what's this tip-top tourney?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing. If you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll.
Let's see what these communists have to say about Tip Top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colourful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
Wait, what's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
Hang on, who wrote this stuff?
Oddly enough, this article has two bylines: Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka. There's no way those are real names.
Wait, why aren't they real names?
Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? Come on, they're plainly pseudonyms. Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity. Thus, the so-called tournée becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a Fritta.
Right, but then you get to see them crash.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
Well, you're right. I really am just in it for the violence.
You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tournée is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
Kim, this article that says no one really watches Tip Top Tourney for the races. Kim, did you know Tip Top Tourney is actually an orgiastic ritual of capitalistic destruction? I had no idea.
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective.
The lieutenant furrows his brow. I wonder what else is really just a metaphor for a life under capitalism.
I'm sure most things are, if the young men who wrote this article are to be believed. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Let's see what they mean by local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbour red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Damn communists should have killed a lot of them when they had the chance. If it weren't for wild pines, all those moochers would be out of a job. Charging rent is just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation? Why should I care? This doesn't have anything to do with me. Number 4. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation?
According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation with the forces of international capital or their mucilaginous allies in the coalition. Why do communists love puerile insults? And they wonder why they're always being left out in the cold. You flip back to the front of the magazine.
Put the magazine away. A standard office file cabinet, the drawers seem to be locked. Someone left the coffee machine on. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. Every worker member of the board is written at top of the flyers. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. And the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. Postcard Les Jardins. Let's see. The mushroomed out on impact. It looks now like a fanciful jacket button and something that could pierce skin, flesh, and bone.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What do I do with you, Bullet?
What?
I said, what do I do with you, Bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me.
Good idea.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Feel the bullet
The
through the
squashed
bag.
bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag.
Inspect the bullet closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
It's a jacketed bullet close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those typically found on the streets of Martinez. Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon.
I
This will
wonder
have to
how
be
many
one of
more
those
as I
epic
can
tasks
fit on my
that's open
pocket.
for a while.
Legendary. Try to determine what type of weapon shot this. Are you a white? Yes, you are.
You can't remember what happened last week. What makes you think you're going to remember arcane firearm models?
The bullet has nothing more to say. Put it away. Items. Product schedule. Filament memory. Empty cassette. Postcard. Les Jardins. This laminated postcard offers a glimpse across the river. A little more than a decade after the war, the eastern bank is already fully renovated. The hillsides are lush with gardens and residences. Someone's parked a small beige airship by the fountain. This postcard will sell for a pretty penny. thought I got a level up.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
Yes, my hostel room
We
calls.
can pick up where we left off tomorrow morning.
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Bonuses from the thought. +1 XP for every orb clicked. All intellect learning caps raised by 1. Explore the whirling secret passage. There are strange doors in the whirling. No one knows where they lead. Find a way in and see what's hidden there in the hostile cafeteria's forgotten corners. Find the murder weapon. You need to find the firearm that killed the hangman. Something tells you it will take some time. You could start by identifying the bullet, so you know the weapon that shot it. After that, keep your eyes open and be patient. Advanced analysis using hand-eye coordination. Find money for rent and pay. You need to find 20 real to pay for your room at the whirling, or it will be locked after 9 o'clock. As long as you don't have a free place to stay, you have to do this every night. Okay, so each orb, I think it means. The door is locked and cannot be opened from the side without a pass card. Guess you have no choice but to talk to the union later.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Oh no!
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Browse through the folders.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting? Browse them.
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. The drawer slides.
Let's do a quick save and try this out. It is a 58% chance.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at the note.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
3:42 a.m. and I'm drinking coffee with Mora. Oh, you don't have to stay up on my account, dear. Life is good. Look him, to-do note with a list of errands for Everett.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list. What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood?
Take another look at the note.
Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled. The drawer slides shut.
Yoink. Oh, neat off shit. Visual calculus and -1 drama. Let's see. Clothing. Nice.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Nah.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back. This is your cloak. You can feel it.
Lieutenant, point to the cloak. I think that's mine.
Yes, it does bear the RCM insignia, and we are the only detectives in Martinez.
Think I should get it?
The service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, I do.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
Yay, we got our cloak back. Hee. Collecting rainwater. Guess we can't go that way. All around you, great machines and quiescence. A composite eye of halogen lights watches you, emitting a low buzz. White pine trees are printed onto the screen, covering looks like a forest under snow. I think this is the way we're supposed to go because it's well lit. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. Let's quick save.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
So, this is where René works. I'm gonna look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera. René looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
Why did you take that picture of René?
I'm gonna ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier.
Here,
Not sure I
Mark.
understand your fascination, but sure, as long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Have a seat, rest.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons.
Search for a little something to help you out.
The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date.
Read the side effects.
Oh boy, where to start? Elevated risk of dementia, mini strokes, Prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction,
Erectile
critical
malfunction?
flatulence, watery blood, black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to la opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse. Maybe this was a bad idea.
Get up.
You stand and
Woof. Items. Black and white photo of a couple posing in front of a Ferris wheel. The girl is young and pretty, the man clad in a fancy uniform and smiling. On the back, a very steady hand has written the words, Revachol Fair, summer of 91. Aww. Ask Renee about the photo. Photo you found in the night watchman's booth. If one with a happy couple, asked Renee about it. He'd look uncharacteristically happy in the picture. His wife probably died. Oh, what was that?
all those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Did I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
This is really sad. I must have been miserable. Looks like I had a lot of fun. I'm still not completely convinced it was me. I must have been on an advanced scouting mission in the harbor. Let's just move on.
Yes, this scene isn't exactly ripping with joy. Let's just move on.
Okie doke. Now for the normal route they want me to take. Anything over here? You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Kvaldsund. Whoop! Accidentally did a thing. This way? Yes. The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. A pile of cargo belts used for heavy lifting. One says vermilion. The speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. Money. Give me the money. Hey. Industrial sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. I think that is our way to go. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. Soon, oh soon, the green is gone. Oh, hello.
Container, container, I'll turn ya nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Mundi.
Container, container.
Do not interrupt the little man in his joyous activity. Let's give this a quick save and then talk to him. Because we need to talk to Leo.
Container, container.
The lyrics to this, the accent is
Container. Evrard, Evrard, Evrard. He looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
I like his little voice.
the look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with you people in scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ubi, right? What are you doing with the containers? Where is everyone? The harbor's empty. Do you work here? Are you the Leo who wrote about the note to make more banners? What's in that container over there? Point to the container suspended from the crane arm. I'm looking for the leader of the dock workers union. Okay, I'm off.
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
What's going on here? Look at the mountains of containers rising before him. Sure, let me ask you about something. Get it.
Everything is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around.
Let's try that again.
Container.
The lyrics, the accent,
Container.
the look in.
I see you are not a union man, mister. I mean, just some of the other guys don't look too... Oh, I'm just making some covers for...
The containers in the
Yes.
yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
This looks like a massive redecorating operation, Kim. Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers?
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers?
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. He says I go and tell them to everyone.
Thanks, Leo. You've been very helpful.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. Oh, yes, people say us...
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Where is everyone? The harbor's empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Really? Did they kill someone?
No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking. Oh, we're on a strike.
So no one?
Not it, but Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and, him and his boys stirred up. I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
This man reminds me of, like, a little frickin' woodland, a little woodland gnome I just want to set on my fireplace mantle.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
He looks to you for assistance. Too rowdy. Leo, what kind of fight did they get into? Did they kill a mercenary? Okay, Leo, let's hear about this fight you got into.
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days.
On the fireplace mantle and not in the fire? No, Chompy. he would belong in a place of honor. I mean, look, he's even wearing a little red beanie and has a stylish a little white mustache. He would be perfect as a garden gnome.
Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who, no, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with your questions.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye bye now.
I'm gonna do another quick save. Jesus. Jesus Christ, he's a red cap, not a garden gnome. I mean...
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
I had some questions for you, if that's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes, wisdom withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing.
Hey, Crone, what's up? Here, how's the mods going? Still being shit?
I gave up. I went back to my solo run.
Oh, that's fine. I'm currently amusing myself with this little man. He reminds me of a garden gnome in Disco Elysium. His name is Easy Leo. Do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellet. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
A good-hearted chuckle again. See, this dude has massive garden gnome energy.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
The lieutenant looks up at Leo.
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
Okay.
But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
Aww.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Aww.
Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo. Pretty sure this place would totally fall apart if you didn't shine the bossman's shoes, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
The lieutenant smiles at the little man.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible. The smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Aww. Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Yeah, that sounds like a euphemism for, drugs. Drugs. Drugs.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
What do you mean by taking the soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Hold up, who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Looks like the borscht is spiked. I'm gonna look into it. Accept test. That's it. I just wanted to know who wrote the note.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
What's in the container over there? Point to the container suspended from the crane. Let's... Okay, I'm off. And quick save again.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with those. No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
I'm looking for the leader of the dockworkers union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs, then continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Everett is usually in his office, of course. But he already left for the day. He always leaves around 10 p.m.
Okay, so we missed him. He points to the two joint containers, and you're right, but he already left for the... Okay, I'm off. Let's take a peeky peek.
A large table with two huge vacuum-insulated thermal coffee dispensers. Someone has forgotten a small plastic card next to the stacks of cups.
Pick up the
You
card.
snatch out the red plastic card. It features a black contour of a crane lifting a container. The name, Etienne Ogart, is written in the middle. Below it, in smaller text, member of the board. It comes with a magnetic strip meant to open electronic doors.
Yeah. What's this? A stair made of pallets leading up. Oh, I think he's been living in here. Oh no, this is his office. A taxidermy fish that tells time. Desk has been cleaned out for the night. Can we get by over there? Nope. Oops. Oh well. Oh. Smart man doesn't leave incriminating documents behind. That is true. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. Smells like blood. Oh, it's locked. Oh, it's over here, I think. Money, money, money. Kalvosun means whale ford in Ardan. Whoop. Down we go. There we go.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arret are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh on, Arret off.
Press Marsh.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Gadoosh.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
Its purpose? What do you mean?
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Hehe. Press Audit.
The crane does not return to its original position. It does not move at
Peeky peek.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
Maybe. I can't tell. I think we should investigate further.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from the crane.
You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to interview the Union boss.
Knock on the
No
door.
reply.
Open the
You
door.
attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Let's give it a try. I'll
You're
give
back
this
before the
3.
cargo container. Its drawer has not. Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
Lieutenant looks startled. Using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Puff. It technically is after hours. Wow, go down. I mean, it's a 3% chance that you can. Do you want me to try, Chompy? I mean, we'll probably be here for a while trying it. I don't care. Let's see what happens. Load from the quick save. I gotta sit up. Oh god, tailbone hurts. Your stream, it's up to you. I think there's like all of 2 people in here, so I will turn the desktop audio down until we get a success. At least this is pretty quick. Let's see. Do I have enough points to level up rhetoric? Probably not. No, I don't. Oh well. So, how's everyone's night going? You wowing it up, Chomp? Still yelling at things on Death and Diablo. Ah, I see. The Dovahkiin way of attacking. It's only a 3% chance, but I'm still curious. Means you gotta do it like 33 times and probably get it. Yeah. I mean, it's a 3% chance, so it's probably way closer to 100 times. Yay! I love doing repetitive tasks. You need what, 2 6s? Always loses, always wins, so it's a 3% chance. Yep, 2 6s. This is the bard literally trying to persuade the door to open. And the DM saying you need a nat 20. Or the dwarf that stubborned his way through a trap on a door. Yep. Or the barbarian trying to angry dragon to death. Barehanded at level 1. At least this is a faster load-in than Baldur's Gate 3. Let me seduce you, door! Could work, it's just extremely unlikely. If only I had a stussy like James Woods. We just watched Videodrome, if anyone's wondering what I'm talking about with James Woods' stussy. Or would that be Gussie? His assy? Absy. Bro had a vagina on his abs. Yup. I mean, it is a freaking, God, my brain keeps wanting to say Kubrick, but that is not the right guy. It's a Cronenberg movie. He does a lot of gross body horror. I mean, Jeff Goldblum's The Fly. Came out. Also, what is the name of that other one? There's another one he did, something lunch. Can't remember off the top of my head. Anyone could probably find it looking it up. Just look for his body of work. He does a lot of body horror and body horror revolving around insects and insect people. Or people having something growing on them or inside of them, like tumors and so on. This has the same energy as data entry. Also in Videodrome, James Woods' Stussy could apparently eat people's hands and turn them into bombs. You don't have to keep going, by the way. My meds are starting to kick in, so I don't know how much longer I'll be awake to witness you convincing a door to open. Well, then I guess I'll have to clip it for you or something. Don't you dare leave. We can get this. We can do it. We built this city. We built this city on seducing doors to open. Persuading them with our lock-picking words. Is this ballad helping? Is it so bad that it's keeping you awake actively? At least this isn't as annoying as trying to get a fucking dinosaur egg in Stardew Valley, which just like, okay, I have to do all of my daily chores and then I gotta fuck around with this nonsense and oh hey, it has a 3% chance of dropping. God damn it. Why is it refusing to drop? Stupid desire sensor. I hate you, desire sensor. You can eat a butt. A whole butt. Both cheeks. Just right in there. Just. Honestly, spending more time in the loading screen. Load. Load. Firm. Load. 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 Loaded, loaded, loading, loaded, 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 loading. We are loading in. To a universe where we can convince a door to open with the sheer power of our amazing will. Wish there were inspiration points you could use in this game. That'd be nice. Load. Wonder, do we have a skill that ups our rhetoric? Let's see. Let's see. Intellect learning caps raised by 1. Endurance raised by 4. This is high. +1 empathy. Esprit de corps. Quam le million. Oh well. Willpower like Mage the Ascension. Yep. I think it's because they kind of want you to roll with it and like run around and like, okay, what are like these absolute pressing things that you need to do? That, or they expect you to like load in and out a billion times. Just like, hey, how much actual in real life willpower do you have? Honestly curious what classes all the players are gonna end up being. Being 99% sure the first guy is a son of Ether. For those that do not know, if you're still around Tumina, or if you're watching Crone lurking in the shadows, me and Chompy are talking about a series that is recently started by Bruffa Alphabusa. And the game in question that they are playing is a World of Darkness module, quote unquote. The Mages module, where everyone plays a wizard yet to be born, or slowly learning how to bend the aspects of reality to their whims. I really like the music, the intro music that they did. Fucking Mac here sounds like Tom York from Radiohead when he sings. It's so good. I fucking love it. He's so good at music. He needs so much more attention. Nah, just mages. Witches and Wizards supplement books, oddly enough. Huh. Yeah, well, still, mages, monks, so on. La 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 la. By Streamstorm, and that guy always does an amazing job for Alpha Boost's channel. Yeah, I thought it was Mac here does the music, because that's the one that Alpha Boosta always links. he specifically linked that it was Mac here that did it. Who knows? Maybe Mac here is their editor for sound or something. That these guys are going on a pretty shoestring budget. It's so impressive to me, like how much writing that I think it's Speaker D that does it, right? He does so much damn work. It's like we're trying to break through a wall with a spoon. TTS towards the end had an amazing episode where it was Kitten arguing with the Grand Magos of Mechanicus in a binary rock opera, and yes, it's Speaker D. Yeah. Man is really good. The other thing that I really like is the little mask that he uses. It's slowly, constantly changing expression, which I just find fascinating. Drilling through a steel door with a spoon and our fingernails. There we go. That should mute it. Yeah, this isn't their first rodeo doing a tabletop RPG like this. They did one for Rogue Traders set in the 40k universe a few years back called Warhams, and it was hilarious. Nice. Yep. I honestly am the most in love with their work with Hunter the Parenting. I almost kind of wonder if the software that they're using, do they ever mention what it is? Because it looks like some sort of pseudo 3D modeling. Like they just throw it up on like a quickie model that has like a two-sided polygon face. Or they use some sort of emulation program to get that effect. Because it feels very much like there's some sort of 3D puppet thing going on that they're just pulling with 2D drawings in the Hunter the Parenting series. Anyway. I almost kind of wonder if it's the same software that I use to make grape juice. My little Furby avatar. Could be a VTuber program for all we know. Yeah, well, doesn't necessarily have to be a VTuber thing. It could just be that that's how they're capturing it, maybe. Because that'd be quite a lot of different faces to try and emulate. But I know VTubing stuff has actually made things a lot simpler for a lot of people to do 3D modeling shit faster. Instead of having to CGI or animate it themselves. I swear to God, I'm gonna see the little red flashy in my dreams tonight. If that happens, I'm gonna laugh. Oh, that was 1-6. As long as I don't have that stupid spider dream again, I'm good. Well, maybe try and fill your brain with something nice that kind of helps you. Sometimes when your brain is like showing you something like spiders or whatever, it's meant to be metaphor, because your brain translates everything in symbols. So the fact that you're interpreting it as spiders could be, what do you associate with spiders? I'm filling it with excessive violence from a video game. Well, I mean, you could also fill it with adorable kittens. Could also spend it thinking about what movie you want to watch with the group next week. Or if you want to play Phasmophobia with me and Matt tomorrow night. I haven't played that game in a hot minute. Apparently they did an update of some kind. Curious. Careful you don't watch too much violent video stuff, or you'll end up like James Wood in Videodrome, or the guy in Harvester. God. Does anyone know about Harvester, or is that one of those ones that slid under the radar for everyone? It is a really, really old, like CD-ROM game. It's also kind of pseudo FMV sort of stuff. Where you wake up in the town of Harvester and you have no memory, and everyone is just you keep telling everyone, like, hey, I have no memory of anything. And they're just like, oh, you're such a kidder, haha. And apparently you're supposed to be married to someone who also doesn't know why she's there or how she ended up there. And this town is full of increasingly, like, weird, fucking horrible people that apparently eat cats as a source of meat. Use brutal capital punishment uh, on school children, and peep on their adopted daughters. Like, what the fuck? Which reminds me, I'll need to get that reinstalled. No, not watching videos of violence, just playing a barbarian is all. Yep. Oh, we built this city. We built this city on rock and rolling these dice. I think I may have accidentally killed a friend this morning with laughter. I'm proud of this line. I will reread now. Because my mom was talking to me about, like, accusing me of selling her number out to the Democratic Party in our state because she keeps getting all of these Democratic Party things on her phone, just like constant message waves. And I'm just like, no, that just happens every election and even after, because they sell all of the numbers that you give them for your voting registration. Yup. But so I was talking about how I was talking to a friend about how I remember after local elections last year, I was getting swarmed by constant Senator blah 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 wants your vote, and this would be for the state of California or Tennessee like a month after the election. I do not live in either of those states. I've never even been to either of those states. So it's clearly fucking scam calls, or someone bought up a block of numbers and it's just reselling it to whoever, and it's just like, oh, if it actually makes it to the target demographic, that's whatever. And so I said, this makes me want to yeet my phone into the fires of Mount Doom to get rid of these wraiths ringing my ass on my phone. Silly shit. Silly, silly shit. Also had to but I can't blame my mom for being stressed because she's not feeling well, and we're in the height of a COVID surge right now, which I know the internet doesn't like people that stream on Twitch or YouTube talking about it, but still, it's a surge. Whatever. Telling people. I don't give a shit. But so she hasn't felt well, so I made chicken noodle soup, and because my eyes get dry really easy and they're super sensitive due to my allergies, so we've been doing some woodworking. like cutting down boards for replacing the molding in our house, and so we had like we had the safety goggles for that. I wore those while I cut onions for the soup. I mean, can you blame me? Fucking having burning eyes from onions is the worst. Fucking sulfur gas in my eyeballs. No thank you. Like, I could wash and wash and wash and wash and wash my eyes. I tried the gum chewing trick. I tried everything under the sun. I think the only thing more ridiculous than the goggles that I've tried and has worked. So, if you are ghetto and do not have goggles to wear, one thing that you can do if you wear glasses, or you even have a pair of glasses like sunglasses or something like nice and clear, you can take a strip of cellophane or plastic wrap or whatever and wrap that around your eyes. Not your nose, not your mouth. Make sure you don't do that. Just over your eyes. Not so you're blindfolding yourself, but enough that, like, the layer of plastic is keeping all of the, sulfur fumes from hitting your eyeballs. Specifically a minty gum. Alternative, just chew gum. I've tried the gum chewing thing. It does not work. Hey Crone, I think we might need to leave. I might need to leave the call, bud. Because I'm echoing off of your mic. There we go. That should fix it. Load the game. Load the game. Hee hee. I just didn't want to deafen poor Chompy or you with the feedback. Loaded, 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 loading. Reloading. Reloading, reloading, reloading. So yeah, I had some of that and watched Videodrome and had a dairy-free peanut butter chocolate chip ice cream. It was very delicious. I think that 3% is a bit off. I think this is more like a 0.3%. 1 in 300 shot. Yeah, my math was questionable. Oh well, 300 times. I can always just talk to chat. Load the game. Let's switch the options so I stop hearing this motherfucker constantly asking me, "Ooh, why are you trying to open the cargo container?" Oh wait, no, that's not what I want. Music volume, environmental volume, voiceover volume. Turn that shit off. Okay, continue. Load. Because otherwise I will go insane from the constant voice loop. I'll probably do this a bit faster now. Because my brain isn't taking up unnecessary RAM hearing that. Wow, double ones on that. What a load of ass. Oh, it was so fucking close. It's a 6 and a 5. 6 and a 1. 5 and a 2. But wouldn't a 3% chance mean that a 3% chance would be so every 100 times you try, 3 of them you succeed? Guys, we did it! Guys, we did it! Oh my god! Oh my god, we did it! Oh my god, Chompy! You get to see it! Chompy, please still be here. Dear Lord, please still be here. I'm still here, LMAO. Success. Despite the dirt that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you. Hello? Is there anybody in there? A wry smile crosses the lieutenant's face. If there's someone in there, I'd like to talk to you. What the fuck? Mega rich light bending guy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this an elder god or some shit?
You can't be serious.
The smile disappears. He was so smug. That deserves a full save. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Nothing, just checking in. Huh. Well then. Uh-huh. Can I not talk to this individual? Or how? Huh. Kim, do you have words? Really? No, nothing? Well then, we distorted space and time. Yes? Yes, we have. Did we find Doctor Who? Can... Sir, can I talk to you? There we go.
Far end of the shape container. It's hard to say anything more about it. You cannot make out any of its details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital.
Okay.
The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review.
Squint.
Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, distorted, and echo. Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard. In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
Wow.
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today.
You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says. It is very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything. Voice doesn't escape from him.
Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
He claps his hands together. What you can see of his body appears composed in a sharp summer suit and yacht shoes. Who are you?
Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days.
There's genuine surprise in his voice.
Anyhow, my name is Rustam Theodore, investor, license holder, and extremely high net worth individual. And you are?
Mr. Diodor, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner.
I'm a detective.
Pleasure to meet you. Public service is a noble cause.
He says warmly. How did you become so rich? What are you doing in this container? You're a rich investor, right? Can I have some money?
Oh lord, not this again.
What's the matter, Kim?
Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about money. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case, you say, sure, Kim, I think it is. And yet, it never seems to get us any closer to solving the case.
Hey, I can't solve cases if I don't have a roof to sleep under.
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Graz.
Oh, wow. Grod, that's the same place as the chef.
All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
and blow.
And blow. What is it like being an extremely high net worth individual?
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really.
You're right, capital accumulation is its own reward. Don't you think that you should use your great wealth for the glory of your fatherland? Your thief people out there working their asses off while you chill here. It's great that you've done so well for yourself, but don't you think you owe some of the wealth to the rest of society?
Sure. And they benefit when I buy things to stimulate the economy. Do you know how many jobs it takes to build and maintain a racing yacht?
Thousands?
Dozens, at least. Of course, in the future, it will all be automated. But my point is this.
He says, jabbing a finger into the air a bit.
Every man gets what he earns. It's the height of tyranny to take that from him.
Man being a high net worth individual sounds great.
It is truly. It's almost entirely carefree.
He nods.
Really leaves you time to better yourself spiritually.
Hey, all this talk about money has made you lose the thread. What is going on with the light in this place? That's what you need to ask him about.
There's something strange about you.
What do you mean?
His essence seems to signify actual surprise. Well, I don't know how to put it. You look somehow a little different.
Are you talking about my chin?
No, I mean, I can't even see you. It's as if something is happening to the light.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard of this effect, though I've never witnessed it myself, of course. It has something to do with our Weissman coefficient.
Or what?
It's some statistical thing. In essence, it says that when an extremely low net worth individual meets an extremely high net worth individual, some of the laws of physics cease to apply.
In other words, we're so poor that he's breaking the laws of physics. Are you telling me that you're so rich that light literally bends around your face?
Among other things, but calm down. I'm but a lowly single-digit billionaire.
I'm calm.
That's good.
Kim, are you seeing this weird
I
stuff?
see nothing of the sort. To be frank, all I see is a gentleman who's unusually well dressed for Martinez, in a cargo container, which I admit is odd.
Yes, I imagine that does look strange to you. My container.
What are you doing in this container?
Traveling. This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me lots of time to think.
Dude, where do you shit?
By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly?
We're in Martinez. There's a district of Revachol, the former capital of the world. We're in Martinez. There's a pretty good hotel called the Whirling in Rags. We're in Martinez. There's a creepy abandoned commercial area here.
Oh, interesting. I've made quite a few real estate plays over the years. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money.
Wait, why don't you help them? You've got so much money, it can't make a difference to you.
There simply aren't enough hours a day to hand out all the handouts. It's like feeding seagulls. There are always more, and they never seem to do anything interesting with it, except more seagulls. Spending money is a matter of desire. I'm sure you agree. I don't have the desire for spending it like that.
So you travel from place to place via shipping container?
Smart, no? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to. Luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems, fail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while. A bit bourgeois.
So you're saying being rich isn't worth the hassle. Those things all sound pretty nice. Yeah, and that does sound pretty tiresome.
What? No, I did not say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that.
The bending light appears to wink. You're a rich investor, right? Can I have some money?
Could you please stop asking people for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
But Kim, I also can't afford to look any better than I do now. That's why I need the money.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man. As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think they only have coins for coffee machines. Here is 3 real. How much can you get for this?
Wait a second. Look at our money as we're standing next to him. Oh my gosh. Here's, thank you for your kindness.
You're welcome. You know,
His eyes narrow, the light seems to bend more aggressively.
maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound?
Oh God! He is so rich that the light bends around him.
Thanks for stopping by. If you ever have an idea.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
That's me, Mr. Reasonable. Someone's gotta keep it sane around here. That's because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't it?
The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent in a strangely tender way. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin. But something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
No more talk. Sign me up for a passport. No, I'm too fiery for this watercolor ideology. I'm trying to develop more extreme and interesting opinions. First, where's the Kingdom of Conscience?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you bring about those circumstances?
Incrementally. Yawn. You'd get there faster with a little speed. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
But what about all the things that are wrong now? Okay, but what about the Kingdom of Conscience actually like? That sounds mega boring, count me out. What about the things that are wrong now?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future. You may never live to see the Kingdom of Conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working. What rationality? What a fucking joke.
Wait, the Kingdom of Conscience really Is the Kingdom of Conscience really about doing things or just preserving the status quo? Okay, but what's the Kingdom of Conscience actually like?
Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed?
Hmm. Hmm. I don't really like either of those things. Yeah.
There you have it. Sometimes holding the line is progress.
Okay, but what is the Kingdom of Conscience actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
That sounds incredible. LNZ, let's go there right now. That seems fine. I still want to live for the present, though. Man, that sounds kind of terrible. I don't think I want to be a moralist anymore. Opt out. You know what? Opt in.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
Oh, right. Then let's get there eventually?
That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
Huh. Okie doke. Let's get rid of volumetric shit compressor. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Oh, eh. Unlock. You don't have enough skill points. Beans. Can I internalize it yet? Ice is high. +1 empathy towards kin. Can I forget this one? Oh, I think once you solve it, you can't get rid of it. Oh, it uses skill points. Bah. Okie dokie dokie. Quick save. Let's try this just for a chuckle.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do?
If business planning were really your strong suit, you probably wouldn't be a cop.
Okay, so I've got this idea. You should invest the RCM.
He should what?
The volunteer police force. And why would I do that?
Because it's chronically mismanaged, deeply corrupt, and completely outmatched.
Just a minute. The RCM has its difficulties, but generally speaking...
You know, that's exactly what I've heard. From what I understand, the RCM, as currently constituted, is essentially a lost cause. Still, the idea of a privatized police force is extremely forward-thinking. You could even say it's ultra liberal. Tell me, if you could invest in the RCM, where would you direct your resources?
Bigger guns. Large caliber motherfuckers that leave exit wounds the size of grapefruits. Take care of the people who protect the people.
Pay raises for officers and generous benefits.
I don't believe in giving anyone money for nothing, but maybe there is something to using market incentives to improve performance.
If I could interject, the RCM's problems are mainly structural. We are hamstrung by a lack of clear lines of authority, and our system of performance reviews strongly disincentivizes interprison cooperation.
I think the lieutenant's right. Your problems run much deeper than equipment or funding. The entire org structure of the RCM needs to be redefined. You need a unified chain of command. New metrics for measuring performance that reward real police work. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. That's precisely what we need.
So you'll do it?
Hell no! Can you imagine how much work that would take? Why would I do that when I can just speculate on exotic financial derivatives from the comfort of this shipping container? The thing about investing is that the less work you have to do, the better. Don't overthink. That's what return on investment means.
The lieutenant's disappointment is palpable. It's like someone just shot his dog.
Oh, poor Kim.
Now, was there anything else I could help you gentlemen with?
We should get back to our investigation. Oh.
Yes?
You know what? I'm
Yes.
curious.
What about me?
you? Tell me a
No.
secret. No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order.
Something the matter?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in it.
Tuh. You give up. There's nothing you can
The
do.
lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain
Good.
Okie doke. Oh, did you see as we left, our net worth went all the way back? We got 20 bucks. Yeah. Oh, come on, go down. There we go. Do 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 do. Oh. How do I get there?
This is the night.
Nope. Don't need anything. Oh, but we can. Equip. Yoink. Get a bit more money. Glass tear. Glass tear. Least we can do is clean up after ourselves making such a mess. Zoop. Oh, can we get down around? There we go. Oh, looks like everyone fucked off for the night. Anything we're missing around here? Nope. Nope, locked up for the night.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
He lights a cigarette. I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes? How'd you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
The light of a cigarette illuminates a fleeting smile. He flicks the ash.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easy to simply quit.
I think I might... alright then. The debrief.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
We performed a cursory initial inspection of the victim's body. Then you shot the body down, which was quite a shot.
He pauses, searching for the right word. Damn straight, I'm a sharpshooter cop. It was nothing really, I was just doing my job. I was inspired by your confidence in me, Kim. I just can't wait to shoot more shit. I think I was born with a gun in my hands.
I admit I wasn't sure whether I should give you the gun, but I'm glad I did. Your shot enabled us to perform a field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. Moreover, you found that the hanged man wasn't just hanged, he was also shot. That was some excellent detective work. And you managed to locate and pull out the bullet, so we can get ballistics, make up the gun. All this is invaluable.
Yeah, I'm a professional. No big deal. It was the least I could do given all my past mistakes.
The rest is up to the boys in processing. Maybe they will surprise us by doing their job for once, but I wouldn't count on it. There's still work to be done at the crime scene, however. We mustn't forget that. Now for the interviews.
He takes a deep drag and looks at the city. Let us... I just want to go and lower the music volume so we can actually hear Kim a bit better. Alrighty. That's my forte. Unlike most cops, I understand how important communication is in our line of work. The initial interviews, yes, well, we talked to some people. I wish we didn't have to do any of the interviews. People are treacherous. That's my forte.
I'm glad we can agree on that, at least. We didn't get to meet Evrard Claire, but we did get into the harbor. It'll be easier to reach him tomorrow. We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her.
He
I have a
frowns.
feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind moves fast, the rest has to try to keep up. I'm training for a long distance run. I want to raise money for charity. Yeah, that's just how we roll in Precinct 41. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Training for a long distance run. I want to raise money for charity.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. So what are our powers exactly? The RCM.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Ravachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
8,000, why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Ravachol.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
He frowns. Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will show up? I see if someone resists.
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see if someone resists.
We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty, have you ever killed anyone, Kim? Have I ever killed anyone? What happens to people we convict?
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
He pauses.
He says it matter-of-factly and moves on.
Have I killed anyone?
That's an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
Aw, he thinks you're too sweet.
Of course you've killed people. It's somewhere down there, melting in all the drink.
I don't know if I really want to know.
Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of police violence.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. And who makes all these rules? The coalition government?
Yes, the international community's mission in Ravachol, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on the window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Ravachol or the coalition
Have a good
government
rest,
founded the
Chompy.
RCM.
Let's say it was the citizens of Ravachol. Let's say it was the coalition government.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
So, what are our powers exactly? The moral intern. What is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know, how would you describe them? I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here.
Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
What's their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous. Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner.
Who was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
He thinks.
For you, she is something painful, though it's hard to say why.
What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
He looks at the city below.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like the moral intern.
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad.
He quotes.
That's another leitmotif associated with moralism.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
He thinks, then changes his mind. I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
Lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on his cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his fingers. Things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization protecting bourgeoisie rights. Mutter silently. Immigrants, liberal kips, fucking men are turning into women. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it. Things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen this place? This isn't humanism.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Yeah, vigilantes is okay with me. Yeah, vigilantes sound bad. Maybe we should make our own law. With hookers and blackjack. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, vigilante sounds bad.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
He looks at the roundabout.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
Say nothing, just look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
He pulls on the cigarette. Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
He shakes his head. I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here, at least do some good. We won't change anything here.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Yay! Let's see. You know what? Let us increase the lock. And now, bankruptcy sequence. -1 empathy, layoff season. Business loves silence, the second loudest sound in the world, eclipsed only by the collective screams of the market crash victims. So let me whisper to you, do you feel the veil of the sun god slipping? Are the better days gone? Are we entering bankruptcy? Is the company gonna go down and leave you in the gutter with the rest of the dredges, delivering parcels for soup money? You need to crisis manage your way out of this. Kingdom of Conscience. -2 half-light. Temporary research bonus. Research time, 1 hour and 25 minutes. Heartache is powerful, but democracy is subtle. Incrementally, you begin to notice a change in the weather. When it snows, the flakes are softer when they stick to your worry-worn forehead. When it rains, the rain is warmer. Democracy is coming to the administrative region. The ideas of DeLorean humanism are reinstating themselves. How can they not? These are the ideas of the Coalition and the Moralist International. Those guys are signal blue, and they are not only good, they're also powerful. What will it be like once their nuanced plans have been realized? Hold on. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. See you in the morning. It's a shame you can't pick up the bottles in your own room. Oh, yeah you can.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right now.
Run yourself a bath.
The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water beckons.
Undress, close your eyes, and submerge.
The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting. Like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies. You feel nice and lonely, and so tired.
Take the beer cans
Now
out.
you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub. They're not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. None of them acute enough to focus on.
Linger in the tub a little.
Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools. What are you doing? You're not some fat fish in a fucking aquarium. Time to get moving.
Imagine something.
You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench. Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Darkness on the planet's curvature. The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin. The window stands broken in its frame. bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Crawl in.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Not yet. No, I guess I have to. These little disco lights. Is the corpse gonna be a disco ball? Oh. Yep.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is this? I remember nothing. I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I left.
Oh no, Funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the actor's wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet. Grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Good going, buddy.
Oh my god, what the hell was that? I just had the most beautiful dream. Uplifting, rejuvenating. Is that how it's gonna be now when I close my eyes?
Really? Because you feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
No, that's not it. Really, I feel super good. Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
I need to get more of it then. Detecting is my life. No, I can take this. I'm not gonna go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face. Now without the expression. It's just hairy.
And I think I am going to cut it there for tonight, folks. Thank you for watching, as always. Have a wonderful night. Sleep well. And tune in next time. Bye!